I'm just so blessed. I truly feel blessed. When I was a little girl, when I was 6, I had a great grandmother, and her name was Naomi Bagby. And I was running around 6 years old, something like that. And she started her own spiritual church. She was like a psychic and all that. And she was a very, very brilliant woman. But she read my poem one day and she says, one day, everybody's going to know your name. And I kept running around because I was 6. What did I care? You know? But in retrospect, she did say something. Well, it must be real. Shit, it must be real. What she said, because, a lot of people do know my name. I want to thank you, Nisi, for just being my girl and being a pal, being a sister. Thank you so much. And this woman has done amazing things with her life, too. Give her a little hand. I mean, you kicking booty out there. I'm very proud of you. If I can inspire anybody to do themselves fearlessly, I'm happy. God knows I have. I wanted to be an anthropologist. I did. That's the one thing that I settled on. I started out, wanting to be a nurse and wanting to be this and that, little girls as you grow up. But I did really become very interested in people and why they do things and who they are and, where they come from. And then languages. I love languages. I love languages. Traveling, for me, gives me a chance to sort of practice some anthropologic work, in a way. I'm supposed to be reading this stuff. I was born in Chicago, and it gets really cold there. You all know that. I don't want to go into deep detail of how cold it gets, because my my partner and manager helped write this script. And he's very so. So I'm just gonna say what I feel from my heart. I started out with a band called Rufus, and I was this was in a time, this is just like 1970, 69, 70, when it was popular. Any girl was just getting into the music industry. Black girls especially, out there, were getting out there by being a part of a white band. That was a popular thing, for a black girl to be the singer in a white band. And I used to work on Rush Street in Chicago. You hip to Rush Street? Anybody ever been there back in the day? It was hopping. It was a lot of clubs. And I worked all the clubs in Rush Street, and I was way underage. I was like 14, 15, sneaking out to do those things, Mom. You know that now, though. But, I must have been in on maybe 5 or 6 bands before I got with Rufus, just singing around the neighborhood. And the one thing Chicago did for me, the weather, to get back to that, is that you have to earn your stuff. You know what I'm saying? In Chicago, you have to have a job. You have to have a job. You have to pay rent somewhere or be in a homeless something or something when the winter hits. You have to be indoors. or you will freeze to death. When I moved out west here, and I saw, you know, my first Christmas here, riding a bike in the valley. And I called my mom on Christmas and I said, Mom, I'm riding a bike. And it's like 80 degrees. And it seems so natural to me. But, you know, the weather does, I think, really influence, you know, how you turn out, wherever you came from. I'm just a hard worker. And I love people. And I just love to sing. Singing is my sanity. When I'm not singing and creating, I'm hurting myself. And it's not been easy. And it still isn't. But I love it so much. And I love children so much. Dana was talking about, you know, the cancer treatment and cancer patients and her mother, and I applaud, you know, you and your family for going through that. But I visit children in hospitals, little kids with cancer and dread diseases. And if you want to really get a fix on what's going on, do that. I was really scared. The first one I went to was a really big, a great hospital back down south, and I think Atlanta. It's one of the top cancer hospitals for children and dread diseases. And I went in there, and I was scared when I first went, because I said, oh my God, I'm gonna see these kids dying. I'm gonna wanna kill myself, you know. And I went in there. These kids were bouncing off the friggin' frack wall. They were so full of life. It was unbelievable. It was unreal. And they were so wise and beautiful. They were laughing and really literally bouncing off the walls. And as I was leaving, there was one little boy they were having trouble with. And I went in, and they said, would you please go and try to talk to him? I said, okay. So I went in, and I took him a little gift. And we talked for a minute, for maybe more than a minute. And when I left, as I was leaving, I told him, God bless you, darling. And he said to me, God bless you. And I almost fainted. I said, how could he say that to me? He's a boy. This is a child. You know, they're so wise and beautiful. And this really it really leveled me out when I started doing that. I started seeing what life is really about. And, you know, and at my age now, I see how short it is and how much needs to be done. That's what needs to happen. I sing because I have to, and I love to. And that's the payoff for me. That's the magic of my life. I don't know what else to say except thank you. To Missy and to Variety, and God bless you all.